What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of the Braxtons season 2 episode. Is this episode 3 or is it episode 4? I'm hoping I did not put the wrong episode number on here. Let me see. It's episode 4. My ass got episode 3 up here. I should have known. Should have known it was messed up. There we go. But I'll fix it once it's done. But what's going on, y'all? We're here. I'm sorry, you guys. I was like, I think I'm like 10 minutes late, but baby, I had fallen asleep. Okay. I think while I was laying there, and then the next thing you know, I was taking my notes, and then we were at the bridal shower, and then I looked up, and then I woke up. It was like 5:03 or something, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god. But hey, y'all already know I wasn't feeling good earlier, and I'm still kind of not, but it's kind of like it's kind of like a situation where it's like I'm getting a lot of sleep and I'm going to keep constantly falling asleep and shit like that. And like I told y'all on the last review that I did earlier, that today was really the first time I got 8 hours of sleep in a long time. So I think the reason why I keep falling asleep is because it's like I'm catching up on rest that I haven't gotten in a while. That's what it feels like. And even right now, I'm sleepy as hell. And I'm pretty sure that once I get off of here, I'm probably going to when I lay back down, I'm probably going to go right back to sleep again. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm tired. That's really what it all boils down to. I'm tired, really. But hey, we're going to get through it. I may do another live after this. A little later on down the line, I might do another live, but it just depends. Because I had planned to do something a little later on tonight, but I'm not sure. We'll see how everything pans out. Let me see. Let me look. You got to start taking care of yourself, Scotty. If you don't rest, your body will make you. And I get it. I think that's the problem here. Um, like I said, I called into work today because I wasn't feeling good. And then that was like at 3 in the morning because I couldn't go to sleep. This is after I got home from the concert. And then I probably fell asleep around 4. And I think I stayed asleep till like what? Like around 11 or 12 o'clock. I woke up, went to the store and got me some medicine, and then came back. And that's when I started getting drowsy again. So it's like, now I'm getting sleepy again. So that's where we at with it. But we're gonna get through it. Y'all know we start at the 5-minute mark. Y'all know that. But y'all know I just talk to y'all in between time. Time goes back tonight. That makes a lot of sense. Could be why I'm so damn tired. But I'm tired because I don't get a lot of sleep. Like I told y'all, for the last couple of months, I've really been surviving like for like 3-4 hours of sleep. And then when I go to work, I drown out two what is it? Two Red Bulls so I can stay up. Child. I don't know, that ain't healthy. I know y'all gonna get on my ass about it, but that's not healthy for me. But is what it is. All right. We're at 5 minutes, so let's go ahead and get into it. And here go my notes right here, y'all. Let's get into the show. So we pick up where we left off last week when all of the girls, they meet up for dinner, and they're talking about the stuff that went down with the cease and desist and how Tamar feels about the cease and desist. Now, Tony ended the episode by telling Tamar, don't fuck with Tony Braxton. Don't fuck with Tony Braxton. Don't fuck with Tony Braxton and all that stuff. Now, that's what we left the last episode off with, by us letting it be known that we don't need to fuck with Tony Braxton, right? So then Tamar wants to know who gave her address to the attorney. Now, here's my thing with that. I don't think that when you file a lawsuit against somebody, I don't think that they have to give you their address. Give them your address. They can find the address on their own. They can find the address of on their own. And you're basically saying that do you know the reason why you're wondering why they got your address is because the house is not under your name, is under another name. But it don't really matter. If they need to find you, they're going to find you, Tamar. That's the part that I'm trying to figure out. What's going on, Dominique? How you doing? All right. Let me see. They say the family lawyer already came out and spoke about this and said the parties involved were mentioned. What parties? Let me see. I know Red Bull, they can mess with your heart. I know that's what they said. So I need to slow down on Red Bulls. Tamar, Tawana was like, well, how would I be able to get your address? I don't even know where you live. And then Tamar was like, no, you don't come and visit. That's how you don't know where I live. And then Tawana was like, right. But then Tamar said, but I know where you live. And that's because I put the down payment down on your house. That's how I know where you live. Now, I know that everybody felt like Tamar ate her down with their remark about, everybody felt like Tamar ate Tawanda down by throwing up the fact that, she paid for Tawanda's house. And she did kind of eat her up with that. And you know what? I'm really trying to do this review without any bias, because in my eyes, the reason why I'm looking at it the way that I'm looking at it is mainly because of the fact that I do feel like everybody's trying to make it seem like Tamar is vindicated. And I just don't think that she's vindicated. I just feel like she's not wrong in this situation. But what it does do is expose the fact that all the motherfuckers got a lot of issues with them. Every single one of them sisters do backbiting, low down, dirty shit. So nobody is really vindicated in this situation. Not even Tamar, but she's not necessarily wrong here. But it does look crazy that Tawanda can't stand Tamar. And that, you know what I'm saying, she takes monetary gain, she takes things monetarily from Tamar, the same sister that she got the biggest problem with. But that happens in families. Y'all do know that. Sometimes my thing is, you don't like me, but you want my money. You don't like me, but you need the help from me. And Tawanda is the main one who can't stand Tamar, but is the main one that has benefited from Tamar financially. The first season of the Braxtons, it was revealed that Tamar bought Tawanda a car. Now we hear that Tamar then put a down payment down on her house. And it's like, what exactly does Tawanda do for her to not have no money for her house? And then Tawanda says that it was a gift, but Tamar says that it wasn't no damn gift. And Tamar says that it was $50,000, and that she asked Tamar to help her with the down payment. She said she had the check that was coming, and that she would pay Tamar back her money. And now she ain't paid Tamar back her money. And now Tawanda said it was a gift. I don't believe that this shit was a gift. I believe you was down on your luck and your back was against the wind, and you was trying to make it and you had no way to win, and Tamar was your way to win, and she put down that money for that house. That's what happened, because Tawanda was always looking like she had some financial issues from the very beginning, because remember, she got put out of her house the very first season, and she had to move in with fucking Trina when her husband didn't have no damn job. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like, yeah, so there may be some truth to what Tamar is saying with this situation. But Tawanda says that it wasn't $50,000, it was only $30,000, and she got the receipts. But she continues to say that this was a gift. Don't believe that. Tamar then accuses Tawanda of using her credit card for her phone bills. She said that she was on the phone with Tony one day, and she told Tony that other line that she got is going to get cut off, because she found out that Tawanda had her credit card listed on this particular phone line, and Tamar was paying for that phone bill, and she did not know that she was paying for that phone bill. And ain't no telling how long she was paying for Tawanda's phone bills with that credit card. And I must say that if it were me and one of my siblings did that to me, there would be some smoke in the motherfucking city. Because ain't no goddamn way you gonna sit up here and use my credit card behind my back to pay your motherfucking bills. That ain't no way to be, and that is not the way to go. You don't take my credit card and pay for your phone bill. If anything, what you can do is ask me, can I pay your phone bill? You don't just go take it upon yourself to take my credit card and put it there. What make you think I want to pay your phone bill? That's crazy. And it just shows Tawana being a damn snake. She already looked like one with her bald-headed ass. But all in all, it just make her look like a scheming ass person. She a snake in the grass. The very person that don't like this bitch is the main one taking her money to pay her bills with it. That's crazy. And so Tawanda says, you want to talk about stealing, but you steal too. And then Tamar was like, what have I stolen? And then that is Tawanda said, you steal men. And then Tamar says, who man did I steal? And then Tawanda was like, Tony's. And then she was like, whose man? And what man? And then Tawanda was saying the name, but they bleeped the name out. And then as soon as she said that, Tamar got out of her seat, broke a glass, threw water at Tawanda, calling her a dirty, low-down ass bitch, and yada, yada, yada. Now, my thing is this. I was inclined to believe that Tamar fucked Tony Man because of the way that she reacted. But then again, Tawanda be lying with a straight face. So who knows who lying in this situation? Who knows who lying here? You know what I'm saying? And so that's when Tony was trying to tell them all to be quiet. We're supposed to be sisters. We don't need to be doing it, right? So then that is when Tawana was like, go ahead, Tony. I'm listening. I don't have time to talk to sick people. And then that's when Tamar turned around when Tawana said that. And then that's when Tawana said, I'm not going to argue with a sick person. I'm just not going to do it. And Tamar took that as Tawanda was speaking on her mental health. That's how she took it. She took it like, okay, you talking shit about my mental health. That's what you're doing. You're talking shit about my mental health, and that's not cool. So why are you doing it? And then Tony was like, Tamar, you are mean and unkind. You're definitely mean and unkind. And I will say that I do agree with Tony. Tamar is mean and unkind. Tamar has been mean and unkind, definitely. Then that's when Tamar says y'all are all jealous of me. That's y'all problem. All of y'all are jealous. Here's my thing. And I see a lot of people in the comments that be saying that. I don't think that nobody's jealous of I don't think anybody's jealous of Tamar. I don't understand why people think that these girls are jealous of Tamar. I think a lot of it has to do with the way that she acts. Because just because a person don't like you don't mean that they're jealous. Because if anything, what does Tamar have to be jealous of? Why are they jealous of her? Because she got a music career. I mean, her music career ain't nothing to scream about. She only had one hit album. That was her first. That was Love and War. Why is she jealous? I just don't think that anybody's jealous of Tamar. And I feel like the word jealous is just an easy word to use. Because I don't think nobody's jealous of Tamar. There's nothing to be jealous of. You know? Let me see. Tamar really doesn't have any more than Tawanda and Trina have in real life. She hasn't had a hit song since Love and War. And that is true. That's what I'm trying to understand. So what exactly is Tamar what exactly do they have of Tamar to be jealous? Like why do they feel like they're jealous of Tamar? She has more money than them, with the exception of Tony. But here's my thing though. If they ain't jealous of Tony, then why the fuck are they jealous of Tamar? If they ain't got no problems with Tony, then what's the problem with Tamar? Tamar is a part of the problem. And I'm just gonna need for y'all to understand it. Whether y'all agree with Tamar on this or not, and whether you're team Tamar or not, she is a part of the fucking problem. She's a big part of the problem. She don't know how to act. She don't know how to talk to people. She's very rude and mean and disrespectful to people. Just because she's not wrong here, don't take away from none of that. She's a disrespectful person, and ain't nobody Tamar is not Tamar ain't shit to be jealous of. Cause out of everybody in that family, Tamar is the last person that I would want to be. And that's just what it is. Let me see. Tamar ain't on Tony level, but she is more successful than the other sisters. So two things can be true at once. She herself is problematic, but they are jealous of how that show prepared her career. I don't believe that. I definitely don't believe that. Come on now. Tawanda is still feeling some type of way that Tamar left her musically. That's your opinion. It ain't mine. I don't think that. Nope. I don't think that anyone's jealous of Tamar. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to get over that. I don't think so. She's a part of the issue, just like everybody else is a part of the issue. She ain't no better than the rest of them. Let me see. And I agree, Scotty. They are all the problem. Yes, that's all I'm saying. They're all the problem. But everybody wants to make it seem like Tamar is just being attacked for no reason. Please, I hate the way this narrative has shifted over the course of this show coming back out. Let me see. The sisters have always been happy for Tamar, but Tamar has always thrown her success in their faces while telling them she don't need them. That's why the girls act the way they do about her success. Okay. Let me see. Tamar doesn't feel heard, and that's why she screams. I wouldn't hear her either if she was disrespectful with the shit she says. I wouldn't hear her either if she knew how to, if she constantly talks to people the way that she talks to people. You're not going to be heard. She don't know how to talk to nobody. Why are we acting like we don't know that? So if y'all came over here expecting me to be Team Tamar because that's what the masses are right now, then y'all got me fucked up because that's not gonna happen. Tamar is not special and she is not without blame in this situation. All of them are. It's just that with this situation, Tamar is not wrong. But let's not act like she's not a part of the problem. That's all I'm saying. Let's continue. Let me see. I believe they are all a part of the problem. Tamar has always thought to have a voice in being seen, which leads to her antics. Tawanda just sits back and remains calm and gaslight, and that's what pushes Tamar. Let me see. Tamar looked unhinged this entire episode. She blamed them for everything she did at that dinner. She did look unhinged, and I'm just looking at it like, am I the only one that see it like this? Am I the only one that sees that her actions at this dinner is not something that should be applauded? Like, she acted like a complete fool at that dinner table. She came in on the defense. She came in ready to rumble with everybody. She came in. And I can be the only one, Keisha Boo. I don't care. I stand on this whole damn mountaintop by myself and not being Team Tamar. I would stand on this. I will argue with every single soul in these comments by my damn self because I'm not Team Tamar. Tamar is not a victim. Tamar is not without blame. Tamar is a part of the fucking problem. And at the end of the day, she's not innocent. And I will stand on that by my damn self if I have to. And that's that. And y'all can come up in here and say you Team Tamar all you want to and say that I'm wrong. I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. Let me see. It's clear that they don't like each other at all. Tony said herself that she wouldn't be friends with them if they weren't sisters. And when Tracy said Tawanda was a snake, I believed every word. I did too. I definitely did. I believed that too. That's the only reason why I didn't get mad at Tony for saying mental health is real, because as a person with mental health issues, she had a whole episode. Let me see. I'm driving, but you are not the only one. Thank you, Bondi. Thank you. Narcissistic family system, and she is the scapegoat. Well, let me tell you something. I'm a part of a narcissistic family system as well, and I'm definitely the scapegoat, but I've never looked at Tamar as the scapegoat. I always felt like Tracy was the scapegoat. That's who was the scapegoat. It was never Tamar, because Tamar was right there with the rest of them motherfuckers treating Tracy like shit. So I'm supposed to feel bad for her. Please. But we can continue because I'm not gonna keep going back and forth about none of this. I said what I said, and I'm gonna stand on it. Let me see. Scotty's team K Michelle, so it would be hard for him to side with Tamar, but I get it. I'm a fan of Tamar and I would ride with her too. Baby, K Michelle ain't got shit to do with the Braxton family values. Please stop. Y'all say anything to try to make y'all point be what it is. K Michelle ain't got a damn thing to do with my opinion about this show. Please, come on now. But we're definitely finna move on now because that don't even make sense. But anyway, moving on. Let me see. Tamar accuses Tony of not having her back. And Tony was like, so you're saying that I don't never have your back? But Tamar is only talking about this particular situation. So then Tamar says that Tony said that Ashley should come on the show. So then that's when Tony was like, she never said that. She never said that. I never said that. I said that show was more like the Chitlin circuit. That's what I said. Now at the table, when Tamar said that Tony said that Ashley should come on the show, she denied that. But in a confessional, Tony turned around and she said that she did say it. So to me, it's kind of like, okay, which one is it? Did you say it or did you not say it? Because when Tamar first said it at that table, you were sitting up here like making it seem like the girl was lying on you. Like that's what you were saying. Like you was making it seem like this girl lying on you. You never said that. Why would you sit up here and lie on me and say that I said that when I never said that? But now you're owning it in the confessional and you're saying that you didn't say it. You did say it. I don't know what you lying about it for, but you did say that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't get that. I didn't understand why she sat up there and lied. Let me see. Let me see. It's called gaslighting. So Wanda and Trina just did the same thing to that girl, and that's why people are supporting Tamar. Well, I ain't supporting her. I ain't supporting none of them, if you ask me. Let me see. Tamar looked a fool, but this showed that it's not just her. Now, if we're being real, Tony lied, Tawanda lied, and Trina sat back quiet as it is, and Tamar, or whatever that was saying. I don't know which. But yeah, Tony definitely lied. Let me see. I don't think any of the sisters are jealous of her. Tamar has fallen out with all of her industry peers, like Candy, Tiny, Toya, Monica. Fire from the Real sounds terrible live. Oh my goodness. So let me see. They used to do the same thing to Tracy, RIP, especially the mom. And Tamar used to be right there with them doing it with Tracy. So that's why I don't understand why we supposed to feel bad right now for Tamar. But okay. Let me see. So so Tony got up out her seat and got all up in Tamar's face. And Tamar jumped up out of her seat too and got up in Tony's face. Now, in that particular moment, I really couldn't be mad because it's kind of like, now, look, we sitting up here arguing, we screaming at each other, we yelling out obscenities and all this other shit. But what you're not finna do is jump up in my face like you finna fight me. So they get up in each other's face. And then that's when Trina tries to come in between them, and she's like, what she say? She's like, you're a superstar. You a superstar. You a superstar. You're this. You're that. You're a superstar. Whatever. Next thing you know, that is when Tamar decides that, she's going to take her hand, push Trina out the way and says, don't put your hands on me. And Trina says, I didn't put my hands on you. I don't think Trina put her hands on her. I'll rewind that shit at least 5 times. What it looked to me was that she got in between them and her body touched Tamar. But I don't think that she put her hands on Tamar, like did this. She walked in between them and her body touched her. But she didn't just put her hands on her. You feel what I'm saying? So then, Scotty, I just want to know who paying for Tawanda's wedding, because clearly she ain't got no money. She probably using them WeTV checks to pay for the wedding, because she definitely ain't got no money. But I don't think that Trina touched her. I think because I rewinded 5 times. I didn't see Trina do this. I didn't see Trina do that. I didn't see her do any of that. What I saw her do was get in between them like this. That's what I saw. So I don't necessarily think that Trina got up in her face. And I don't think that Trina touched her. And I don't think that it warranted Tamar to grab her by her wig and kick her. I didn't think that was necessary, because I don't think that Trina was trying to get physical with Tamar. I don't think that she was trying to. Exactly. Trina did not touch her aggressively. She was trying to break it up. That's what I'm saying. Trina did not touch Tamar like that. She did brush up on her in the effort to separate the sisters, and Tamar escalated and tried to play the victim. And that's exactly what happened. See, this is the shit that I be talking about. She was trying to stop the confrontation. She was doing trying to stop it. And then the next thing you know, this is what happened. Now Tamar decides to pull her hair and kick her. That wasn't necessary. That wasn't necessary, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That was completely out of line, and that was completely out of pocket. I don't care what nobody say, and y'all can be Team Tamar all the fuck y'all want to, but she did not have to do Trina like that. Fuck how we feel about Trina right now, because I don't fuck with Trina either. But my thing is, she did not do that in an aggressive manner. She was not trying to be aggressive to Tamar or nothing like that. She didn't do shit to Tamar. She didn't do nothing to her. Especially for Tamar to pull about her hair. That's crazy. And kick her like she a 5-year-old. Like, what type of shit is that? Tamar was wrong for that. I don't care what nobody say. She was wrong for that. She ain't have to do all that. So then, after that, Tawanda says they need to press charges. And I'm looking at Tawanda, Lil Bill looking ass. And I'm like, now you want her to press charges. You really don't like her ass. You really don't like her because you want to press charge. You want them to press charges on her ass for real. Like, you really can't stand her. But see, here's my thing. I ain't fucking with some of my siblings either, but I ain't finna press charges on them if there was like some type of physical altercation and things like that. Like, I don't think that was cool for Tawana to be asking Tony to press charges. Even Tony was like, "Girl, I'm not doing that. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna press no charges on her. I'm not finna do that. Like, fuck all that. I ain't doing it." You hear what I'm saying? So no, I'm not finna do that. You know. So after that, that is when that was Tamar versus Tawanda. They get to arguing, and then Tamar says that Tawanda, she was not fucking on Tony's man. It was Tawanda. She says that she put it on Tawanda's kids' life and all this other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, okay, and when she said she put it on her kids' life, then that's when Tawanda was like, "Don't you put no curse on my kids? Don't you say this about my kids?" and all this other shit. So they going back and forth. And so I just feel like this, just like Ace said, if Tawanda wants to press charges on Tamar for getting physical, then Tamar need to press charges against Tawanda for stealing her credit cards. Then everybody could be even. So we go ahead and we get into Tawanda and Trina. And Tawanda says that she doesn't feel safe with Tamar anymore. She doesn't know what she's going to get from Tamar at this point because she got physical with Trina. Like, she pulled Trina's hair, she kicked Trina. So now because Tamar got violent, she don't know if she could trust Tamar to be around her anymore. I understand them feeling some type of way about Tamar getting physical with Trina, but I'm not really certain if it's one of them situations where oh my God, I don't feel safe around Tamar. Because let's be clear, so Tamar is not about that life. She ain't about that life for real. And y'all know she ain't about that life for real. So I don't even know why y'all sitting up here trying to play these damn games with any of us, because she's not about that life like that. And y'all know it. She putting on for the cameras. All this beef that she's in, I want to see her take all that energy and give it to K Michelle the way K Michelle be dragging her ass by her hair. And another thing too, I forgot to bring it up. She told Trina to look at it. I'm 48 and you bitches is jealous. And I'm like, girl, a body that you paid for. A body that you paid for. It ain't like you got this shit. You ain't like you woke up like that. It ain't like you worked out to get that body the way you got it. You paid for it. Okay, you sit up here bragging on something that you fucking paid for. I'm 48 and I look like this. I'm 48 and I'm built like this because you bought it. Fuck out of here. So then Tawanda says that she's drawn a line when it come down to Tamar. She's done with it. She don't really want Tamar at her wedding. And to be honest, I do feel like everybody has a right to draw a line. Tamar has a right to not want to fuck with them. And Tawana got a right to not want to fuck with Tamar. Both of them are snakes to me. Both of them do bullshit to me. Both of them are not trustworthy. And they're both the biggest problem. And I think that's why they don't get along. The only difference is Tamar is an emotional Pisces. She doesn't think straight a lot of the time. And I feel like she goes with her emotions and she just flashes the fuck out. And when she flashes out, her delivery diminishes her message sometimes. Because it could be a point to where Tamar just might have a point, but you don't hear the point because she's showing the fuck out and acting a damn fool. You feel what I'm saying? So it's easy to say it's her fault. While Tawanda is a non-emotional Virgo that sits there calm as a cucumber. She says shit. She's passive aggressive and condescending. She knows exactly how to push her buttons, and she be wrong as two left shoes, but you don't see that she wrong as two left shoes because you got Tamar showing the fuck out and Tawana sitting there calm as a cucumber. So both of them be doing bullshit all the fucking time. So it's kind of like they just do it in a different way. And it's just that one side is just more rambunctious with their shit than the other side. And they would never get along. They ain't gonna never get along. And they have never gotten along. I was watching clips from Starting Over just the other day when Tamar and Tawanda was talking about their issues. Even then, they've always had ongoing issues. Always. So it is what it is. Let me see. Tamar was always throwing jabs at Tracy online and on the show. She would constantly throw shade at her vocals, knowing that all Tracy wanted to do was sing. She is not a good person. She ain't. That's it. To want to let Tamar blow up while she's just chill. Let's see. See, this is why Tamar excluded herself from the last season, but producers begged her to come back as a full cast member because no one was watching that season. I hope Tay is done. If you really want me to be honest, they all need to be done. If they want to salvage any piece of a family bond, they need to leave this show alone. It's not helping. It's hurting more than it's helping, to be honest. That's what's happening. This show is hurting their family more than hurting their family more than helping. Because now we're digging too deep and just watching it happen. You know what I'm saying? Watching what just happened, there's no way that they can get past any of that. Ain't no way. Scotty, one of these days you got to break down what these astrological references mean for those like myself that doesn't know what a passive aggressive Virgo means. Well, because my sister is a Virgo, and I'm an Aquarius, and sometimes people say that Aquariuses are passive aggressive and condescending. I can be condescending when I'm pissed off. I definitely can be condescending, and I don't like it when people is condescending to me. I don't like that. I can't stand when a person is condescending to me. But when I'm pissed off with you, I'm going to be condescending because I'm gonna piss you off just as much as you're pissing me off. So I don't like that, but I do it to other people when I'm mad. Ain't that hypocritical? I know, but you know, that's just, at least I own it. But my sister is just like that. Like my sister be doing stuff to me, and then my sister would say and do stuff to me, and then when I react, then I'll be the problem. Because you done piss me off now. And now that you done piss me off and you keep on talking to me like I'm stupid, now I'm over the edge at this point. You feel what I'm saying? This motherfucker here don't do shit but lie. Now, did I not just put his comments on his screen and agree with some of what he said up here? But he want to say I'm not talking to him. Lyric don't do shit but lie. Oh my God. Not only is he a flake, but he's a liar and a cheat. Jesus. But Tawana gotta understand and gotta own up to the fact that she never wanted Tamar to be at her wedding anyway. And I think that would be more respectable if she would just say that she just didn't never want Tamar at her wedding. Because when I had my book release, I didn't invite my motherfucking some of my brothers and sisters to my shit. I'm just being honest, because I ain't want their ass there. Tony is in Miami. Not celebrating, but for a rehearsal. We find out that Angie Stone had passed away, so now she has to rework her show because they share background singers and engineers, and everybody was a part of that accident. So then the ladies arrive. No, we're back in Atlanta. The ladies arrive to do their final fittings, and as they're doing their final fittings, that's when Tony calls Tawanda and informs her that she will miss her bridal shower. Tawanda feels some type of way about missing her bridal shower because of the fact that she feels like she supported everybody when they were getting married, and she supported everybody when they was doing what they were doing. But in this instance, you feel what I'm saying? They don't necessarily, in this instance, she feels like she's not being supported the way that she supported everybody else. So she's crying about that. So then Tamar does a photo shoot for this music that no one's buying. And she was talking to a producer, I believe. And she was saying that when they was at the table, she didn't understand the anger at the table. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, she didn't understand the anger, but she was the main one angry. She didn't understand the anger, but she was the one that got physical. And y'all want me to be Team Tamar in this. And y'all want me to not say that she was wrong in some levels in that whole confrontation. Was she fully wrong? No, she wasn't. But y'all want me to say that she was completely innocent in this, but she's sitting here talking and she's saying that she doesn't understand what the anger was about. Okay. She says that they stopped talking to her because of the Ashley thing, because she reached out to Ashley. Which I feel like that was fucked up because of the fact that y'all mad at her because she reached out to y'all niece. And it's kind of like y'all more so mad that she reached out to your niece because your niece came out and put Gabe on blast, and y'all want to sweep that shit under the rug. And now that Tamar is reaching out to her, letting her have a place to share her story, now y'all want to be mad. But the thing is, if y'all would have listened to that girl in the first place, she never would have took the TikTok to tell her story in the first place. If y'all were a family, like y'all say y'all are, then it's kind of like she never would have went to those lengths that she went to. So I do agree with her on that part. They are mad with her because she was talking to Ashley and put Ashley on her podcast. They are mad with her about that. She says that the cameras only bring them together. That goes for all of y'all. I think that out of everybody, you probably only talk to Tony. You don't talk to the rest of them girls, and them girls don't talk to you either. And I definitely feel like they do only come together for the cameras. See, and that's the thing. That's why I would never do no show with my family members. I wouldn't. Because they won't, because all the shit I be saying about their ass and all the shit I know about each and every one of them that the other person don't know about the other one. I hold the key to all they damn secrets. They would not want me to say shit about them. Let me see. And then Tamar says, and for Tawanda to bring up something that happened in 1995, and we're in 2025, why are you bringing it up? So did you sleep with Tony's man or not? What happened in 1995? Did you fuck the nigga in 1995 or not? Because I need to know what you mean. Because she never did say, she never really came out and said what Tawanda said was a lie. Like she didn't necessarily say that the whole incident in 1995 was the whole fucking another nigga shit, fucking Tony's man shit. But she said it was a lie at the table, but now she's saying that she bringing up something that happened in 1995, and I need to know what happened in 1995. I need to know because I'm confused. Let me see. She says that at this point she wants to protect her peace and she gonna let them film and she gonna film without them. The bridal shower's on the way. Tracy's not there, but Tawanda wishes that she was. They want to know is Tamar coming, but they all know that she ain't. The bridal shower is underway. The Trina arrives late, but then the ladies of honor shows up late too, and Tawanda is pissed about that. And that's pretty much the gist of that episode. The only thing that really mattered about this episode was that damn sister dinner that they had with everybody, going crazy and flying off the hinges and all that other shit. That's the only thing that really mattered about that episode. And all I'm saying is this. I got something to say about everybody, y'all. And I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to start with Tony. As an artist, I love Tony. Just might go see her New Edition and Boyz II Men in concert in March. I'm really debating on buying my ticket, but I just might go see them in concert when they come to Atlanta in March. Right? Right. Okay. So, love her as a musician. But I do think that she's just as mean as Tamar is. I think that Tony is a little bit more subtle about her meanness. I saw that when she told Tracy to lose all them damn pounds. So she's mean, but she don't show how mean she is. She's not overt with her mean shit. That's how I've always felt. Trina, all of them, she's the one that I like the most out of all of them, but then again, she's the one that I'm most disappointed by because of the Gabe stuff and the Ashley stuff. And I really don't know what her role is in all of this, because when they was all sitting at the table and stuff like that, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I don't know. Like, what part did she play? Because when she was sitting at the table, she ain't say nothing. She let everybody else air out their dirty laundry, but she was sitting up there not saying shit. So to me, it's like, okay, what's going on here? You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. Tawanda, I definitely think that she's a snake in the grass. I definitely think that she's a thief. I definitely think that she's the meanest one out of everybody. And I definitely think that she's a liar. I definitely think all of that. Tamar, I think that Tamar is disrespectful. I think that Tamar has an issue with accountability. I think that Tamar plays the victim a lot. And I think that while she may have a message, it's always diminished by her actions every single time. So that is pretty much how I feel about all of them. Every single one of them plays a part in this family drama. Every single one of them are wrong in this family drama. Every single one of them got karma coming their way for this family drama. And to me, doing this show again really wasn't a good idea. You would think that Tracy passing away would have brought them back together, but it didn't. It brought them even further apart. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. So, I know it's a lot of y'all that's Team Tamar. I'm not Team Tamar. I'm really not Team anyone, to be honest. There's really no team to pick because everybody full of shit. Everybody, including Tamar, is full of shit. So there's really no team to be on. But of course, you already know how this goes. Because the mass majority is Team Tamar. They're going to overlook the fact that you had things to say about all the sisters. They're going to just focus on what the fuck you said about Tamar. You already know how that goes. I deal with this all the time on my reviews. So we already know how that goes. But that's really all I got, y'all. I'm about to go on and get up out of here. I'm hungry and I'm tired. I already called into work today and I'm about to go on and get up out of here. Y'all be blessed, be safe, be kind. I might come back later on tonight for a live, depending on what I'm gonna do, because Jamar's gone for the weekend. Well, he's gone until tomorrow night, so I'm gonna be here by myself and I'm gonna find me something to do. So I'll holler at you guys later. Bye.